It was just one line. A throwaway moment in a supporting role. But when Emily Blunt delivered the iconic, "I'm just one stomach flew away from my goal weight," in The Devil Wears Prada, audiences laughed, then couldn't forget her. What no one realized at the time was that this single line would foreshadow everything about her future in Hollywood: sharp, unpredictable, unforgettable. Nearly 2 decades later, that one scene feels like a prophecy, because Emily Blunt didn't just steal that film. She went on to steal every scene, every genre, and eventually, the industry's respect. Back in 2006, Emily Blunt was virtually unknown outside of the UK. Cast as Emily Charlton, the snarky, fashion-obsessed assistant to Meryl Streep's icy Miranda Priestley, she wasn't expected to be the breakout star. But from the moment she appeared on screen, she delivered her lines with razor-sharp timing and a presence that couldn't be ignored. That "stomach flu" line was delivered with such biting precision that audiences instantly took notice. And while she didn't get top billing, she walked away from the film as its most talked-about surprise. That performance was no accident. It was the culmination of years of theatrical training, discipline, and an instinct for character that went far beyond glamour. Blunt never seemed interested in being the center of attention. She was interested in owning her space. And from that moment on, she carved a path through Hollywood not with flash, but with fierce precision. Instead of getting lost in a string of rom-coms or sidekick roles, Blunt pivoted into unexpected territory. She challenged herself with dark comedies, period dramas, sci-fi blockbusters, and psychological thrillers. From Looper to Edge of Tomorrow, from Sicario to A Quiet Place, she became the kind of actress who could lead a franchise and break your heart, all in the same breath. And every time, she brought that same cutting edge we first glimpsed in 2006. What's most remarkable about Emily Blunt's rise is how quietly subversive it's been. She didn't become a tabloid darling or chase after viral fame. She let her work speak. Her characters weren't always likable. They were complicated, gritty, and real. In The Girl on the Train, she played an alcoholic spiraling through grief. In Mary Poppins Returns, she reimagined a beloved icon without mimicking the original. She took risks where others played it safe. And in doing so, she slowly built a reputation not just as a star, but as a serious, versatile, fearless actress. Behind the camera, Blunt's choices became just as intentional. She began producing, collaborating with husband John Krasinski on A Quiet Place, which became a global phenomenon. But her success came with sacrifices. She's spoken about the emotional cost of constant travel, the pressures of raising a family while balancing international film shoots, and the decision to take breaks when the industry never stops pushing. Still, she never lost that edge, the same one we saw in her very first breakout role. That one line from The Devil Wears Prada now feels like a blueprint. It hinted at her wit, her ability to command a room, and her knack for turning small moments into unforgettable ones. She turned what could have been a one-note character into a defining moment in cinema, and she's been doing the same thing ever since. Emily Blunt's career isn't just impressive, it's deliberate. Every role, every pivot, every genre she's conquered is part of a larger picture, one of endurance, intelligence, and unapologetic range. That one line in 2006 wasn't just funny. It was the start of a legacy. Because long after the laugh faded, Emily Blunt was just getting started. And now, nearly 2 decades later, she's one of the most respected and dynamic actresses of her generation.